I think the real question here is how are you doing?
I mean, it's been a crazy 24 hours for me. Um,
Dude, I can imagine.
yeah,
I'm jealous a little bit that you got to experience that on
it
in
was
person.
surreal. It was surreal. So as you all know, I was there. I was in the rec hall for Illinois, Penn State. First off, like magical, dude. Like I know like we've been screaming from the rooftops and now the nation saw how dope that place is when college basketball is played, but it was amazing. It wasn't even sold out. They announced it was sold out, but there were still empty seats. Um, kind of mad about that. I think what I heard was the tickets couldn't be resold or like on Ticketmaster or something. So like I guess like season ticket holders got a hold of them and then just didn't go. Whatever. It was still electric in there.
Dude, yeah.
Um, like I'm like still speechless though because I can't even believe that we won that game. It was looking so bad for us. Like we started off so great. Like it was insane. I threw $10 on money line before the game and $20 on us to cover. And I was like, this for me, that's a lot of money for sports betting. But like, I was like, here we go. So we started off, bro. We were up like
Unit
double
shaming.
digits. I was like, bro, this is lit. And then Illinois, Shannon on the backs of Shannon, he's a bucket, dude. Like I'll get into him a little bit later, but he's a bucket. Um, they started crawling back, but I told my buddy who I brought, I said, if Liam O'Boyle shoots and makes his first shot and it's a 3-pointer, like we're live bet. Like I'm putting the rest of my money on Penn State. I had like $20 left, but $50 total. It's a lot of money for me. Sure
Yeah,
enough,
yeah.
top of the key, Liam O'Boyle splash mountain. I think it was his one and only shot of the game he made, and I'm like money line, money line, money line. I think at that point it was like plus 135 because like Penn State was leading.
Yeah, yeah. And not to
But
cut you off, but I was watching the broadcast. They said that was like his first points since like December or something in like a month. They said it was his
yeah,
first points in like a while.
yeah. I mean, I can believe that, dude. He's been brick city, and it's been tough to watch because outside of Q, and like people are unplayable on that team. And Q had a great first half. I think he had one rebound, but he had 10 points. But like it felt like every time they dished it in them in the paint, he was just owning it. Uh, but yeah, and then like the second half came, and the Shannon show was there, and to me, like I knew Nick Kern just kept coming, like points after points after points. But like to me, it just didn't add up because it felt like every time Illinois was on the offense, they were either like one getting an easy bucket or two getting like a foul, and half the time that foul was an and one. And so like to
I
me,
know.
like the buckets, like it didn't register. When like it really finally started to register that we could win the game was Illinois had two timeouts. They were inbounding the ball. We were like down two, and they wasted two timeouts. Like I remember the first time, their first play, they came out like a football drill. Like they all lined up on the baseline and like ran different routes. I was like, what the hell? Easily get them in the corner. They call it timeout. And I was like, maybe you do that to like gauge what kind of defense you're gonna get. But then their second play that they had coming off that first timeout was even worse. Gets trapped in the corner. Then he calls his last timeout. And at that moment, I was like, shit. Like I think we had one. We had a timeout on the board. And I was like, we might win this thing. And thank God they sent Hawkins, his ass. I mean, credit to him. He had a great comeback win against Maryland, trolled him a little bit, but that student section sitting right behind the hoop, like that was to me, like I don't even know. You couldn't even the backboard's clear. You couldn't even see the hoop, bro. It was like that's tough. But shout out to the LOB there, Legion of Boom. He misses both and he fouls Zach Hicks. But even then, we were missing free throws that whole game. I don't
All
know if they
night.
showed it on the broadcast or not, but to me, it felt like we missed like 15 free throws. So I was like, oh boy, like, I mean, thank God it's Hicks. Like, that is what he is. He's a shooter. But I'm like, I'm hoping for at least two, like, send it to overtime. But he made all three. Quietest I think I've ever been in the stadium was during like during those free throws. It was you could hear a pin drop. Um, and then I pulled out my camera right when he came for the third one because I'm like, I usually hate on these guys, but like I knew I wasn't going to storm the court, but if we were going to win, that court was going to get stormed. So I had to capture that moment. So I clicked the record, and then I sent you the video, obviously, of whoever that Illinois was. Probably surprised it wasn't Shannon who got the ball at the end, but I didn't.
Yeah,
It didn't matter to me. Still got a clean look, but missed the layup. No foul, thank God. Penn State wins. Absolute anarchy. Storm court. Got Kern calling himself a dog. He's a dog, or the boy, or whatever. I think he said dog or something. But anyways, that was hard. Good for Mike Rhodes, but yeah, being in person, you know, still being sick. I lost my voice, but it's starting to come back as I keep on talking. But that was just insane. Like, there's no words to describe it. I still can't believe it.
dude, I can't imagine what it was like being there. I mean, Rec Hall will always hold a special place in my heart. It's Beaver, and then Rec Hall is right there. I won't say anything else about the other ones on here. Well, actually, I will. We'll talk about. We can talk about Rec Hall v BJC at the end. But first, the game itself, dude. I could feel the energy coming through the screen, like on the TV, like the the loyalty, the fandom. It showed out. Like how what Mike Rhodes preached came to fruition. Not just like in the stands, but on the court too, man. He kicked the best player on the team, arguably, off the team.
Yeah,
This like less than a week before this game. That that could shake up a locker room. Like you could definitely argue that could shake up a locker room. Create a distraction. Not these guys. I think I'm gonna check the box score, but I think everybody who touched the floor scored. Yep, everybody. Oh no, I lied. Um, I don't even know who this guy is. Favor Ayer. I didn't even know. I didn't even see him out there.
yeah, it's like Favor Ayer or something like that. Yeah, I remember,
Dude,
dude. That's what I'm
6'11",
saying.
220. How did I miss him?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. But he's athletic, but you could tell that man does not know ball. Like, he doesn't know how to play ball. But that's what I was saying with Mike Rhodes. Like, beyond Q, he doesn't know who to play. But you're right, dude. That's what I was like when we were down and I thought we were gonna lose. Like, it hurt me because I was like, bro, like Mike really needs this. Like, for
Yeah,
like a cultural like sort of thing, like to build on something for like recruiting wise, like this game's gonna be on TV. Like I already could tell when I walked in, the atmosphere's TV worthy, but like just like to lose that game, like it'd be, and then you lose Kane. Now you got everybody going like, whoa, he lost his best player, like whatever. But they rallied. Those boys are like, I love this team, even though we probably like hopefully we get an NIT tournament to at least like have something to cheer for. But I don't think there's no dance, but there's no quit. This team's fun. There'll be a lot of there's like I'm pretty sure Kern has another year, Ace has another year, Zach has another year. So like there's foundation to build on. But it was like I was telling you with the whole like Shrews thing. Like I don't know how many ranked wins Shrews got, like upset wins his first year, but I know he had a few, and Mike already has two, with Wisconsin and Illinois, obviously.
yeah.
But even more like on the outside of the game. So number one, Coach Franklin was there. So I just got to say this. Of course, he left while Penn State was going on their comeback. And fitting because, one, he could never mount a comeback like that. And two, if he probably was staying on the court, we probably would have lost by 20. So, yeah. So thank you, Coach Franklin, for leaving early. Number two, what I didn't know was before the game started, the student section kept cheering, "No means no. No means no." And I had no idea what that meant. And the man who I was with, who got us the tickets, he heard me say, like, what are they, like, shouting at them for? And apparently Shannon, which I didn't know this, bad on me, Shannon got charged with RAPE in December this past year, a couple months ago, and was suspended from the team. So I was like, damn, Penn State, like, that's funny. But also, are we the school to say that? I don't know. But that was pretty funny. I don't think that was called on the broadcast or not. I know it was called on Twitter because I saw that come up.
Yeah,
But
I saw on Twitter.
I thought that was pretty funny. Just the court storm, dude. Like, that was cool. I thought about jumping down, but I was like, nah, my kid can't be doing that. Oh, 4, I made the recap hype video. Let's go
Yeah,
Penn State basketball. I saw that guy with the camera, and I made those custom shirts at work, and I'm like, got to get on TV, got to get something, got to rep the brand. So thank God Penn State threw me in their hype video.
that's so sick. That's so sick. Like that's bucket list right
Yeah.
there, man. Get in a hype video like that.
Oh yeah, and
You got a new
like
profile pic out of it too.
with Steve Jones, doing the commentary of it from the play-by-play. I saw the goat too. He was like going down to get like a pretzel or a water or something. And you know how tight
Beast.
knit, Rec Hall is. Like your press row's right there. So
Oh
like, yeah, there's no special little, how it is in the BJC. But that was awesome. And the ladies play there right now. I don't know how the ladies are doing, but I know they're having a better season than the men right now.
yeah.
So
That they
hopefully
play.
they.
I think they play Ohio State tonight. Actually,
And I think they're ranked.
they are. I think they're number. They're not like number 2.
So I do want.
They lost. They lost by
Oh,
14 or 13. It's respectable. Respectable effort.
but
But
yeah,
yeah,
that was just surreal. That was absolutely surreal. That was great. I don't know if I'll go to a better game, honestly, for a while. Like that, games like that are rare. You
dude.
saw the probability chart. That's exactly how it felt. That's why I still can't believe we won.
There was no point in the game except that the little nib on the chart, which was probably when they were up like I think 14,
Yeah, like we were pounding them early.
12. It was definitely double digits. We were like, oh, I never thought that we were going to cruise, but Illinois came back and they made it. They went up like double digits and they went up like 14 themselves. Um, it happened like that, man.
Yeah,
Like it was like I blinked, freaking JB, Jameel Brown, like
shooter.
the
Dude,
confidence.
he's gross, dude.
The
He's so gross.
confidence was just, oh man. He said, "Give me the ball," and he just eye hole
Yeah,
right there, and made it. That made it. That made a 5-point game, and then Puff got the steal,
yeah.
and then I think they drove. Then
What?
they turned
Well,
it
I
over.
think Puff got the steal, and didn't he get fouled? And then he made both his free throws. And then we fouled Dawkins. He missed his 2, and then Zach had 3. I think our final 5
Yeah, yeah,
points
yeah.
were free throws.
I mean, the final 3 definitely were.
Yeah.
Let me talk about that because I didn't touch on that, dude.
Oh
You
no,
want
no,
to
it was
talk
a
about?
fast break. It was a steal then layup. My bad. But yeah,
Yeah,
anyway, sorry, my bad.
yeah.
Keep
He
going.
laid it in, and then that made it. That made it through 2. That made it 2. That made it a 2-point game.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and then
then
before that, Jameel hit a 3, and then Zach Hicks hit a 3. Like it was intense. Anyways, but I don't mean to cut you off. Go
no,
ahead.
yeah, just that moment right there. He didn't shoot a free throw all game. He went and I don't think he had a. No, he had a point. He had point. He had buckets. I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You did.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
but he didn't shoot a free throw all game, and he just went up there. Not 1, not 2, 3. Swish. Didn't hit anything. Like, man,
Yeah, and dude, like
ice, ice.
I'm looking back at it. We really didn't have like the worst free throw numbers either. It was really Nick Kern missed 4. He went 2 for 6, but Hicks 3 for 3. Wahab 1 for 2. Ace 3 for 4. Puff 3 for 3, and then Mitchell was 0 for 2. That was it. But to me, being in that gym,
Mitchell. Because Mitchell missed like both the front ends of 1-on-1s, I think.
yeah. But like to me in that gym, it felt like we missed 12, and we also couldn't rebound for Jack.
Oh, dude,
Like,
yeah,
this was just like a miraculous win because like if you just I have to like rewatch the game, but like we shouldn't have won that. I think when there was 3 minutes left, I was like, I'll be happy that we even cover.
yeah,
And we kept making
yeah.
those threes, and it got to the point where I was like, well, if this turns into a free throw game, at least it's 5 points, and it could be 7, and we'll still cover. I'll still walk away with some money. And they call both those timeouts, and I'm like, holy shit, dude! Like, we actually might win this thing. And then they did. It was just wild, just wild.
Yeah, yeah. It happened. It happened in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. And I forget. I had something else I wanted to say. Um, I forget. It's gone. I think it's gone.
The worst part of that night was being in the parking deck. We were there for like an hour,
Nittany.
just sitting. Yeah,
Oof.
just didn't even move. This one family had the right idea. They were tailgating inside the parking deck, drinking high noons, and kids were eating cookies. I was
Hey,
like,
there you go.
pass me a high noon, please. But
There you go.
but I got a cookie, so it was worth it.
Hey,
It was worth it. But yeah, that
we
was like
could
the
argue
worst
that the
part.
cookie's better.
That was the worst part when you're just sitting in shock in a parking deck. Like, what the fuck did I just where? What, like, was I really just there?
That's
Yeah.
what it was. The rebounding. I have never. I don't want to say. I watch a lot of basketball, and I don't. I hate to make this claim, but I don't feel like I have ever watched a game where a team got out rebounded that badly, that visibly, and won.
I mean,
It was 49-25.
yeah,
That's almost double. That's almost double.
yeah,
Offensive rebound after offensive rebound, putback after putback.
untenable.
So frustrating. I
It was
texted you. I
crazy.
was like, if they cover, this is going to be the most frustrating cover ever. And it ended up. They ended up winning. So like it kind of that statement isn't
Yeah,
true
it doesn't
anymore.
really matter anymore. Yeah,
But at one point, it was like, oh my gosh, could not get a board. Could not hit a 1-and-1. Could not get a stop. Freaking Shannon Jr., who he's on my radar now. I didn't even know he got the charge. I mean,
I
I
didn't
don't
know
even know
either.
I don't know the details, so I'm not gonna like speak on it. But I mean,
Yeah, that's
hopefully
what shocked me. I was like, I probably should like nobody
sorry.
even mentioned this. Like, not even like on a broadcast. Like, I watch every single Penn State game, and before they have their little Big Ten pregame show, and I never heard that. I don't know. Maybe I missed the night when they talked about it. I don't know, but I was shocked. But yeah, dude. I mean, I've known about him since last year, but like, god damn, he elevated his shit. He is balling this
Yeah,
season.
auto bucket. Like he was an auto bucket. That's
Thank
why
you.
I'm surprised that he didn't take that last shot.
Yeah.
It was
The,
I forget who it was. I don't know who it was.
the frustrating thing is like, well, I knew Nick Kern is capable of like that. Now, like doing it consistently, like matching up with Shannon, I didn't, but like I know he can like drive, get his own bucket. Like he's capable of that. But like that was also so frustrating watching it in person. It's just like we all we do is just little handoffs on the top of the key and just chuck up a three that's like forced. Like our offense is outside of Ace, who like Ace is the only person who can like dribble and create his own shot.
He was
But
dishing. He was dishing.
yeah, oh yeah, he can dish as well. But like outside of that, and like I love Meal, like sharpshooter, but like that man is like scared to enter anywhere inside the 3 point arc. He just hovers around there, but like it's fine. He fucking makes them. It's fine. But like as far as like I don't know, throwing defenses off, like it's pretty easy to just guard Penn State that way. But that
Yeah.
was just my only
Hey, we
call.
were
But
scoring. We were
that's
getting
that's what I'm saying.
everything.
I can't get mad because I fucking won the game.
Like we were getting everything that we wanted. Some back cuts, some uh, getting to the line. Illinois didn't have a good game defensively, uncharacteristic game defensively. Like on the flip side, that's a pretty unfathomable collapse by them. I mean,
Oh,
Penn State worked its magic, but
dude,
it's pretty bad
this
collapse.
is definitely the worst collapse of the season so far, no doubt. I can't think of a worse game, especially against a ranked versus unranked opponent.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you see that maybe sometimes with ranked games, but like you expect ranked games to like have that sort of madness. Not Penn State, who was second worst team in the Big Ten before that game.
Yeah, but hey, Penn State now 4-0 in the last 4 against the Illini.
Good.
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 Got their number. We got their number. And what does that say that when Brad Underwood, their Illinois coach, did you see when he was asked about like, what was the difference between this and the BJC? And he's like, I don't know, but I hope we don't ever have to come back to this place ever again.
Yeah, I wish we were in the other place, is what he said.
I wish we were in the other place. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I said this. How many championships has our wrestling team won? 13 of the last 14, 13 of the last 15,
Dynasty.
something like that. Why the hell do they get that ranky dank small ass gym in Rec Hall? I give wrestling the BJC and let BJC be your little venue thing. Get comics, artists, whatever you want there. Throw basketball back in Rec Hall. It doesn't have the interest to fill up the BJC.
Yeah,
and obviously you built the BJC to have bigger events, whatever. Wrestling, your weekday bouts might not get that many people, but at least your weekends, the BJC is gonna fill. It's not gonna fill for basketball.
Oh, Iowa, that Iowa meet,
yeah,
packed to the brim, standing room only.
There's a cult silent following of Penn State wrestling, and I mean, it's probably, this is not gonna happen, but I think wrestling should go to BJC because they fucking earned it. They put all their banners up on BJC. It'll be more than what the basketball team could bring. But throw it back there in Rec Hall, and I guarantee student support will go up. But you're gonna lose a lot more money off of whatever alumni coming back. That's the whole reason why they probably won't move it over to Rec Hall. But I just if you get that crowd weekly, that is impossible to win in there, because that was another main thing I had. That gym, it went crazy, whatever. It could have been 10 times louder. We were all waiting to explode. Each and every one of us, we're just waiting. Because, what happened was we start going a little bit of a rally, and, we get to that moment where all we needed was, one more steal, or, one more, maybe, a dunk, or, some sort of, big shot. We were all just, waiting for that. But Illinois just always answered. In the second half especially, they just always answered.
They did.
And really, the only time when that bubble, really bursted was when we stormed the court. But, obviously, that's just going to happen regardless. But, it could have been so much more louder, and could have been way more scarier. So, if I would put it at, an 85% potential of what Illinois said, and if the coach says that was hard as hell, then, fuck, I'd be scared for 100%. Be scared for 100.
Yeah, man. Pat Kraft was there. I feel like you have to,
I didn't see Patty. I saw Coach though.
Oh, was he? I thought I did. I thought I saw him in one of your pictures.
Nah, I don't know. I don't think that was him behind him.
There was a dude who looked like Pat Kraft in one of your pictures that you sent me. Or no, it was in the video. Is that not him? I don't know, dude. I feel like it looks like him. I'm gonna send you the screenshot. Hold on.
Send me a screenshot, because I don't think.
I thought it was him. I was gonna text you about it, but I just didn't. I just forgot. Look at the far left.
I'm waiting for it to come in.
Elevator music.
Nah, that's not Pat.
Really, bro?
Plus, why would Pat be in the stands, bro?
I don't know. I thought it was him.
Coach.
I don't know. I thought it was him. You were pretty close. I don't know. I thought that was his boy or something.
Nah, we were above that wall, the wall that was behind the bench. We were above those bleacher walls. But that's another thing.
Expose a random man if it isn't.
That was another thing too, because people were like, "Oh, how are your seats?" And I'm like, "There's 6,000 total seats. Every seat in there is amazing. Like, and it's not like Beaver Stadium when like you're up in like the nosebleeds, like you're right up in the action no matter where you are.
Oh
Like it
yeah,
was like no
even on
matter like
press row, dude. Like
like
you're right.
you're on even press row was even probably like one of the greatest press rows as far as what like you're right up in there. Like you can hear people yell no matter where you're. So like I could hear Ace all game yelling. No, I mean couldn't really make out what he was saying, but boy, that man yells at Q, bro. He fucking yells at Q. It's so funny sometimes. Like, there was one time
Hey man.
I don't know who it was, but like they're backing down Ace, and like Ace gives him the baseline, and Q's behind him, and like Q was late to like the help defense, and they get a bucket, and Ace just gets right up on him, and like my buddy and I were like, bro, you're the one that gave him the baseline. Like if your homie's gonna be a little late, maybe you should stop a little bit. But it was just mad funny, just shit like that. But who am I to know? He plays D1 ball, and I talk about D1 ball, so.
Yeah, I mean, hey, same here.
Love Ace though.
That's sick though. Now he was dishing, man. That every time they like if they brought an extra defender to his side, he cooked them.
Oh yeah.
Found the open man. What did he end with? He ended with like 8 assists, I think.
Pretty standard.
Yeah, but I mean, towards the end of the game, it kind of got janky. But the whole offense is kind of janky, man.
He had
Like there
12
isn't.
assists.
Dude, we had 12. Whoo.
He had 10 and 12, 2 steals and a block.
12. Yeah, he was diamond. He was diamond. I didn't even.
And he was cooking Luke Good.
Yeah, but good would hit every three, dude. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that was barbecue chicken though. But yeah, you're right. You're right. But like every time I was like, bro, Ace got this, man.
yeah,
On lock.
good. There was I think he missed one at the end though. That probably would have like. I think when we cut it to 7, he missed a 3 that could have pushed it back to 10. And then I was like, oh, we got some life. We got some life. And dang, that's all they need. That's all they need. Shout out Rhodes though, because this was a team. It was a team win. Like
Oh, and yeah, and especially with all the storylines going ahead of it, like feels so
exactly.
good that he got this one.
Nah, 100%. He said I've been doing this for a while. I'm just. He said he feels like a super proud coach.
As he
Like
should, dude.
because he thought we were great teammates. He said, I'm like, damn, you should, man, because that's how you did. Like you're a less talented team. You are you know, I mean, obviously, like look at their record. You know, you're kind of like I don't want to say band of misfits, but you kind of are. Like you all brought together. You know,
They were. They are.
yeah,
They're
they are. Like yeah, like this is your
I mean,
first year playing together.
he was like hired like end of what March, early April.
Uh huh.
Got his like final team together probably by June. Season starts in October. Like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like most of these teams have a whole year kind of together. They know what's going on, but that's the thing too. When I throw it back to Shrewsbury, like he's got the best recruit Penn State's ever had coming in. I'm sure transfers like the transfer portal is going to open up. We're going to get new guys, but then I said the names before that are locks probably for staying. At least I would want to stay.